Rob, can you pull up that one clip with Eric Prince? He said this, and I'm curious if you can validate this or not. Is this true? Go ahead and play this clip if, this did happen to your father at the end or not. I'm sure if anybody can validate it, it's you. Go ahead, Rob.
Let's just say hypothetically.
And you know what? Someone just told me that the Shah converted to Christianity before he died.
Did he really? Yeah. I've heard that story.
Yep.
Yeah, this is his last book he wrote before he died, Answer to History.
You can
I
pause
just had
it
his son
there.
on.
Is that true?
Totally untrue.
Okay.
One of my aunts did, but years ago, before
Not
the
him.
revolution.
He did not.
Princess Shah, no, he did.
Did that story circulate among some people that they said?
I have no idea where it came from, but
Okay.
it's part of the same webs of lies and.
Were you bedside when he passed away? Were you?
Yes,
with-
I was in Cairo in the Mahdi hospital.
So if anybody knows that it didn't happen, you would know. Okay. So you just validated the story, right? That was easy to you. It took you a second to say that. You yourself, your faith. How do you see yourself right now with your faith? What do you practice?
I would say, in the principles of what I believe should be the case is that I would never question a fellow Iranians what he or she believes in or not. Why I do say that? I think that if you understand that if you have faith or follow a particular religion, it should be a private matter to begin with. It should not matter what you believe in or what I believe in. This is a private matter to us. It shouldn't be subject to scrutiny. It's the guarantee of having the freedom of choice in whatever we choose to believe or practice, whether it's faith or anything else. And therefore, it shouldn't matter what is my faith. And I'm saying this for a predominantly religious country, but the read on the streets today is Iranians will be not at odds with what I just said. They would have been 50 years ago. Not today. Not today, because if you look at what is happening in Iran today, as a result of imposing an ideology, a religious one at that matter, when you look at what happened to religious minorities in Iran, to the Baha'is who are forbidden of having higher education in Iran, to the Jews in Iran, the highest rate of convergence in Iran today is Christianism, believe it or not, under a so-called religious government.
Most mosques closing down, by the way.
All of this means that people say, listen, we ought to be able to freely practice without fear and punishment. So the principle that I would like to bring to the table here today, it shouldn't matter what I have as a faith or not. It should be about the principles and values of freedom.
You think a Christian man could be a leader in Iran or no?
I hope one day Iranians will not worry about whether or not their leaders is a female or a male or a Jew or a Christian or an atheist. It should not be that.
The number of mosques located in towns has declined from 20% in 2010 to 6%. And Rob, if you can pull up the story I just sent you right now from CBN, Iran's Jesus Revolution, mosques closed to as 1 million Muslims accept Christ, which is very, very interesting to see this underground project that's taking place in Iran with that. It's great to see. Last question. Again, this is selfish for me, not for anybody else.
But hold on. You offered an image. Let me tell you right now.
Go for it.
Look, I can only, whatever I end up doing, I'm basing everything that I have only and solely on my fellow Iranians and their resources. Nothing foreign, governmental or otherwise. The image of me coming along with a foreign leader simply means that I'm a puppet of that government or country. I don't want President Trump to come and say, I endorse Reza Pahlavi. I need President Trump and say, I will stand with the Iranian people and on their side and help them succeed.
He's already said that.
Okay, but that's halfway. As I said, the components of maximum support is missing. If that is added, fair enough, Mr. President. We're not asking you to go beyond that. The rest is on us. But at least you've given us a real chance for succeeding.
I think he's done that.
Well, let's see. That's the question.
No, I think he's done. He's already done that.
Maximum pressure, yes. Maximum support was not really existent. We need to build that into the equation.
Maximum support.
More direct support for the Iranian people. Give them
the money.
A chance. It could be technology. It can be communication.
Well,
it could be many
Elon
things.
Can give Starlink and those types of things.
Well,
that can happen.
There's been it's under his watch. I mean, look, you can easily sanction. You can easily remove some of the restrictions that exist, so we can better help. This is a matter of policy at the end.
If you were interested in this topic with Crown Prince Reza Pahlavi, odds are you're Middle Eastern, maybe you're Iranian, Armenian, Persian, maybe you're living in the Middle East, or maybe you're an American that wants peace in the Middle East. The last 13 years, I wrote this book called The Academy. It's a very interesting thing. I talk about his father. I talk about moments why the revolution took place with this character named Asher, who is half Assyrian, half Armenian, and he gets recruited to the secret society. And the villain in the book is the former deputy director of Savak, who is in the book breaking down why the fall of Iran took place, what mistakes that were made. And very interesting what happened when I wrote this book. I never wanted to publish this book until I finished building my insurance company. I published a couple months ago. Something very strange happened when I was at the tail end of finishing this book. I get a call from somebody saying the former deputy director of Savak wants to have a call with you. I said, the former who? Deputy director of Savak. They don't know the villain is in this book. That person had read the book. I have a Zoom with the deputy director of Savak. He reads the book, calls me back immediately. I need to have another part 2 with you. Did you write this book about me? Am I the villain in the book? I need to come and meet with you face to face. He comes to my house. My dad meets him. My wife meets him. We have an 8-9 hour meeting together at the house because of what perspective he had that caused Iran to fall. Some of that is documented in this book. Again, this is a fiction book based on true stories. If the topic of Iran, the revolution, leadership interests you, I think you would really enjoy reading this book, The Academy. You can go to Amazon or a QR code here to order the book. I look forward to having you read it and posting a review on Amazon because I read every single one of them. Enjoy the read. If you enjoyed this video, you want to watch more videos like this, click here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click here.